Why, hello there, everybody. How are you doing today? It's me, again. And yes, again, I'm here to give you another update. And yes, just as yesterday, and the day before that, and the day before that, and the day before that, my phone has not gone one ringy-dingy. And just as yesterday, just as the day before that, and just as the day before that, I will confidently and with all assurance say that my phone has not gone one ringy-dingy yet. Because it is going to ring. Period. Why? Well, again, because my God told me that it is going to ring. I have eyes. I can see exactly all the wrongdoing that has happened to me. Just like you, our United States of America, our country is waking up and we're realizing, we're seeing the wrongdoings that have happened to us, to you. You are seeing the fakes and frauds and the counterfeits. And what you're saying is you are seeing exactly what happens once they come up, once they are outed for being a fake and fraud and counterfeit. Let's see, 2 senators from the great state of Arizona, well, they decided, well, we're not going to run for re-election. Oh, no, they weren't Democrats either. Both of them. Both of them. And who they blame it on? Well, it's all President Trump's fault. This is the price that we pay for criticizing Trump. No, this is the price you pay, fool, for not doing your job. For thinking that you are in charge. You all are waking up. The American people are waking up and realizing that, hello, these are the people that have gotten us where we are. These are the very same people who have determined, who have professed that, well, let's see, they professed that then Donald John Trump would not run, then candidate Trump wouldn't even, and oops, he ran, then candidate Trump would not even win a primary. Well, he won primary after primary after primary after primary after primary. In fact, because of him running, there was record Republican primary voter turnout. How about that? Then he will never become the nominee, and then, oops, he's the nominee. And then, of course, these very same people who were wrong about the three other predictions, he will never be president. Well, guess what? He's president. Now, every time that he puts forward something, they have to fight it. Ask yourself a question. And, well, you don't even have to ask yourself a question. American people are waking up and realizing that by fighting against the person that I voted for, you were actually, light bulbs coming on, fighting against me. You aren't serving. You really, truly believe that you are in charge. You're not in charge. You are not in charge. And the other side, the supposed other side, because we don't, look, it's the uniparty, folks. They just put on they just put on a good political theater. One guy plays the good guy, the other guy plays the bad guy. Well, the bad guys, or the guys with the D's in front of their names, what are they doing? Well, you know, they're just letting California go to hell in a handbasket. You know, they don't want to report. They want to put out, keep telling lies about things that never happened. That's a lie, fictitious and never happened. While California, I think, has the worst. I don't know, something about the worst economic future for anybody. It's one of the worst places in the country to live. It's the worst state in the country to live. And then you're seeing all these videos pop up about and all these homeless camps. And you're like, me, dear God, where's that? Venezuela? Where is that at? That's in California? Southern California? Dear God. Talk about fiddling while Rome burns. And then over on the East Coast, they're just as bad. In Baltimore, the school, the enrollment of the public schools, which is, pay close attention, that's what they base the teachers' pay on how many kids are in the school. Now you start to understand why they let the kids do whatever in the world they want to do. Now you understand why they come up with the Common Core, so that no matter what answer you give is the right answer. Kid you not. So we don't have to teach. We just get to sit here and babysit and let these people do whatever in the world they want to do, and we get paid. And we create little drones. So the Baltimore school district that is going bankrupt. What are they going to do? Well, we're going to get some buses so that these kids can have their voice heard. And we're going to bus them down to, sound familiar? Sound familiar? Going to bus them down to Washington, D.C. so that they can have their voice heard. They're high school kids. None of them can vote. None of them can vote. Why are you doing that? Why aren't you teaching the children how our government works? Oh, because you control freak teachers. You believe that you are in control. You really believe. Look at that. You believe that you own those kids. You know, I had a Duval County public school official tell me that this is exactly what the fat buzzard said to me. We own the schools. Yeah, meaning the teachers do. He does. He owns the public school that's paid for by public tax dollars. We own the schools, and listen to what he thinks. This is what they think of you, people. This is what they think of your children. And we own the kids in the schools. Man, I'll tell you, it was everything I could, man, I really had to restrain myself. I wanted to stand up, walk behind that desk, and just slap some reality into that fat buzzard. But again, hey, you know, it's all right. He was on the way out the door, just like all these other fakes and frauds are out the door. But that's what they think of your kids. That's what they think of you. No, we will tell you what to do. So you got a failing school system. Failing school system. They had to let go 150 employees, and what are you doing? They're getting buses to take kids down, not to Washington D.C. for a field trip to teach them about how our government works. No, we can't do that. We can't let the kids know that they have a voice. We have to let them believe that we are in charge. No. They're going to take them down there to have for some pointless social justice warrior project. They're going to protest. Protest what? Guns. That's just sad. That's what they do. They create their own problems. Now the question is, what exactly are you going to do? And the announcer or the interviewer started running off everything, all the problems that the school system had, and of course the lady just kept flapping her gums, trying to talk over the woman that was interviewing because she didn't want to answer those questions. Did not want to answer those questions. No. This is what we're going to deal with. This made up light bulbs coming on. We're going to deal with this made up situation. Is what we're going to deal with. Now, the question is, what are you going to do? Are you going to keep reacting to all of this made up stuff? Or are you just going to take action and just start doing? Now, stupid is as stupid does. And you cannot worry about tomorrow. In fact, that's what Jesus said. Jesus said, don't worry about tomorrow. Oh, you don't believe me? Okay. Matthew chapter 6, verse 34. Take therefore no thought for the morrow. Don't even worry about it. Why? For the morrow shall take thought for the things of itself. Tomorrow's going to take care of itself. Tomorrow's not even here yet. Deal with today. Sufficient unto the day is the evil thereof. Today you got enough problems of your own to be dealing with. There's no need to go out and create your own little problems, your own little situations. That's how you know. That's why all the fakes and frauds are being quiet right now. Because it's a move of Almighty God. They do not know in years past, in times past, the situations have been all, oh, look, light bulbs coming on. They have all been man-made. They control the situation because they're control freaks. They create the problem and then come in with the solution and then look, see, you need me. You need me. Yeah, well, it's false. It's made up. It's political theater. You need me. Without me, these problems wouldn't be solved. No, without you, the problem would not have been created in the first place. So now all the fakes and frauds are jumping ship. They're jumping ship. Well, I'm choosing not to run for re-election. Yeah, Funny. You all have been in there. You all have been in there for forever and a day. You're the problem. We're waking up and realizing it's time to get some new blood in there, folks. Again, I've said it in the past. I'm going to say it again. Not all of them, but the vast majority of the Congress, the vast majority of those who are working in government, especially 100% of the bureaucrats, are sick, vile, evil people. They're control freaks. They truly believe that they are up here and everybody else is down below them. On both sides of the quote-unquote aisle. It's time to remove them. It's time, and the easiest way to remove them is simple. It's simple. We don't have to wait for an election. You just apply and enforce the law. It is, as a law-abiding citizen, it is your duty. It is your duty to demand and make sure that our laws are applied, are upheld. Because the only ones that do not want to uphold and apply our laws, or the laws, or any laws, are criminals. So you need that guy, you need that gal. What happens when you find out that the guy, your guy and your gal is a fake and a fraud and a counterfeit and a criminal and is about to be cuffed and stuffed? That's what's going on. That's why they just keep creating problems, because they have no solutions. Servants come up with solutions. Light bulbs coming on. Servants have answers. And if they don't have an answer, well, then what do? They seek the face of their Creator, because they know ultimately that's the one who's in charge. Folks, you cannot stop this. This is a move of Almighty God. And the simple fact that our supposed leaders None of them have any solutions. The only one that's putting out solutions is, well, President Trump, Vice President Pence, his cabinet. The only one that's even talking about putting out justice is, well, Jeff Sessions. None of those people would have been in there had they not been obedient. President Trump would not be President Trump if then citizen Donald John Trump did not decide to choose, should I say, to run for president. It's time to get up off it's time to just start doing. And more people's eyes are opening up to exactly what I just said. To the truth that the people that we have in there right now are garbage. They're also waking up to the fact that they're not servants, they're criminals. They have violated the law. And they're waking up and seeing them drop like flies, left and right. Either they're retiring or they're being forced out. Franken, forced out, bye. Or they're being arrested. Corrine Brown, see you later. See, you wouldn't want to be your sister. That's just the beginning, folks. The time of sacrificial lambs are over and done with. It's time to clear the field. Notice, not one of them are talking about applying the law. The only one that's talking about applying the law is President Trump and Jeff Sessions. Period. Oh, light bulb's coming on. Why? Who does not want the law applied? Well, the criminal does not want the law applied. Fine, you all can do whatever in the world you want to do. I know, as well as all other believers know. They can see it clear as day. And even some unbelievers are seeing it, and they are repenting, and they're not turning to man and saying man, asking man what to do. They're getting into a relationship with their Creator, and they're asking their Creator what to do. And their Creator is saying just simple, is telling them what to do, and the simple thing is this: trust me. Stand. That's it. God up. Armor up. Be a man of God. Be the woman of God that I've called you to be, and stand. And then trust and believe that Almighty God is moving. Because Almighty God is moving. And who's getting nervous? The unbelievers, the fakes, the frauds, the counterfeits are getting nervous. And us believers, we believers, we're getting more bolder, we're getting more confident and more confident and more confident. And we are seeing our God move, because we aren't seeing people being punished. We're seeing people set free. We are seeing just as Proverbs said, we are seeing righteous authority. And we are driving out the wicked rulership. The wicked rulership is being driven out by Almighty God. And Almighty God's righteous authority is taking place. You want to speed up the process? Just start holding yourself accountable. And then demand that those who have taken an oath to be held accountable are indeed held accountable. That's what's going on. And you can't stop it. This is a move of Almighty God. Nothing stops the move of Almighty God, because nothing stops the will of Almighty God. Just saying.